Well, hello, Retrothon. Okay, that's me hearing myself. Let me turn that down. I can definitely hear myself. That's great. Excuse me, but we have a 22 game race here full of wonderful short games to be going on here. We got 4 amazing runners. Well, let's explain the race a little bit. Aaron2u2 brought a 2-hour ColecoVision marathon last year in Retrothon. This year, they've said, hey, why don't we do an NES version, right? Let's hook up the NES. And here we look at this right now. Look at it. It's beautiful. And let's check out the runners here real quick as we're going along. We got in the top left Aaron2u2, who is ranked 37th in NES Prolifics, which is the current leaderboard that Aaron2u2 is running to kind of bring a lot of mathematical equations into one to kind of figure out who's done the most work on the NES overall. He's been speedrunning for 6 years, over 100 NES speedruns. That's a heck of a resume. In the top right, we got smartalec, who is 5th ranked in NES Prolifics. They've been speedrunning for 8 years now. That's a long time, y'all. And they have over 400 NES speedruns. That's over half the library, in case you're wondering. That is very, very impressive. And in the bottom left here, in the bottom left, we got Vray, who is the 48th. It's Vriaeliss, excuse me. Let me say the whole name. Vriaeliss, 48th ranked in NES Prolifics. Speedrunning for 6 years. Over 100 NES games themselves. That is awesome. And finally, in the bottom right, we got JFred, who is the 78th ranked in NES Prolifics. They've been speedrunning for over 3 years now, but they've only been speedrunning NES as of this last year or so. They do have 50 NES games under their belt already. So we got some really good NES speedrunners up in here right now. And they're going to show off a 22 game marathon list here. And well, whenever they're ready, they can go ahead. But I'm going to go ahead and give you the games here. We're going to start with Donkey Kong. We got Donkey Kong Jr. as number 2. Donkey Kong 3 as number 3. We got Donkey Kong Jr. Math as number 4. And we'll go over the goals as we go along here. I just want to go ahead and throw all the games out here first. We got Pac-Man at number 5, Urban Champion at number 6, Rollerball at number 7, Bump and Jump at number 8, Gotcha, the Sport, at number 9, Championship Bowling at number 10. We got Ice Hockey at 11. We got Tecmo World Cup Soccer at 12, Base Wars at 13, Harlem Globetrotters at 14, Bandai Golf Challenge Pebble Beach at 15, Sesame Street Countdown at 16, Mickey Safari and Letterland at 17, Wheel of Fortune Junior Edition at 18, Anticipation at 19, Gauntlet 2 at 20, Balloon Fight as the 21st, and we're going to finish with Ikari Warriors 3 The Rescue at 22. So the countdown is coming up just right now, and our runners are going to be on their way. And they are off. Here we go. Excellent. So the first game is Donkey Kong. We're looking for 1 loop. This is a very short one. A lot of these early ones are going to be very, very short. So it's 1 loop. They are allowed to do the glitch in this. They are allowed glitches here. And the first glitch you're going to see is the ladder wrap. You got to line up with that bottom right ladder on the right pixel, and you can screen wrap all the way to the top of the screen. And just like that, they're out of stage 1. Brilliant and beautiful. It can be a little tough to get set up. As you see, JFred's going to go ahead and do the level here instead. Because, yeah, it is... Oh, an unfortunate death for JFred. But that means they can go for the ladder again. So we got Aaron2u2. Only one who hasn't died so far. Unfortunate death for smartalec as well. These flames can be tricky. It looks like Aaron is going to go ahead and finish stage 2. That's going to put them in the lead. Oh, yeah, we got smartalec not too far behind, and it looks like JFred got the screen wrap, as is Vray finishing the first level. So on the final level here for Aaron, the objective is going to be... hold on 1 second. There we go. The objective is going to be to get rid of all of these little yellow blocks. And once you have to walk over them to get rid of them. You can fall if you walk back over them. But the objective is to get rid of all of them, and then Donkey Kong will fall. Unfortunately, Aaron had to take a little time there to grab the hammer. That's going to be a bit of a time loss, because they had to wait. So smartalec is trying to catch up here a little bit. And it looks like we got Aaron finishing the first game. Excellent. That's it for the first game for Aaron. And then they're going to be over to DK Jr. And smartalec is going to finish up here in a second. And then it looks like it may be JFred and then Vray. But now we got Donkey Kong Jr. 2. The goal is 1 loop. Again, a lot of these early ones are going to be 1 loop. And Donkey Kong Jr. has some of the coolest, I gotta say, tech of a lot of these. It's probably got some of the most fun movement based in it as well. All right, there we go. We got Aaron off there. You gotta wait for that little alligator-looking thing. But a way to go faster is you take a vine in each hand, and it's easier to go up. Oof, it's a good thing that that gator decided to go down. That might have been trouble for Aaron. But Aaron takes the first level here. We got smartalec coming up just behind them, and it looks like JFred here is going to be starting up soon as well, as Vray is about to finish up Donkey Kong. And the second level here for Aaron, you got these burrs that kind of go along the same patterns. The thing with Donkey Kong Jr. is you can actually tap and mash the D-pad to get across the vines faster, so we could see some really fast tapping. You can see that on smartalec's stream right now. He's doing some really nice tapping. So, not bad. We got JFred finishing up the first stage, and now we got Vray also going to finish up the first stage shortly. Aaron, over here on stage 3, you got to be a little bit careful of these sparks. They can just go down those lines if they want. As you see there, Aaron had to wait to make sure. It's much better to wait in this case than have to do the whole level over again. So they're going to go on to the last level now. And smartalec is not too far behind. But on this last level, you have to push the keys all the way up to the top. And the fastest way to do that is to do 2 at a time up the middle. But you do have these birds kind of getting in your way. You do climb down vines faster, only clutching 1. If you do 2, it kind of goes down slowly. Aaron's in a bit of a pickle here. Ooh, that was close. That was real close. But Aaron's going to finish out Donkey Kong Jr. and head to DK3 here. We got smartalec just behind them. And then we got JFred finishing up map 2 for level 2 for DK Jr. And unfortunately, it looks like Vray had to start over. That's a rough time loss. So in Donkey Kong 3, it's just beat level 3. It's very short goal here. And you're going to see it fly by here. The objective in DK3 is to blow smoke up DK's butt until they get to the top of the screen and leave. You're going to see this power up here that they're going to lean into right away. And that's going to knock DK up there real fast. That should get through these first couple of levels real soon. Which could be really, really quite nice to keep Aaron going and flowing smoothly there. And there's round 2. Boom, nice and easy. That power-up makes it a lot easier. And there's the power-up grab for smartalec. And we got JFred getting into 3 now. And Vray is on level 2 of DK Jr. there. DK Jr. is probably the most, has the most going on of all these for sure. And it's definitely one of the harder ones as well because of it. Some of the movement there is just rough. But we see Aaron moving on to DK Jr. Math. That was very, very short one there. smartalec will be right behind them. So DK Jr. Math, it's going to be clear all 5 stages on this one. And there's going to be a lot of RNG on this one, but you know, you got your maths in order. You should be able to do this nice and smooth. I think there's a little bit of wait time between each game that they're doing, which is smart. Keeps everybody on the same. So you got to see what the top there is. You got to equal that number as fast as possible. Very nice, quick one there for Aaron. 77. You can use any kind of math you want here. You got the multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. And as you can see here, they got up to 72 quick, added a +5, and boom, your math is in. It's in it to win it. Smart Alec is also starting up the DK Junior, as is JFred here shortly. We got Vray into the final level of DK Junior. DK3 is so fast that Vray's not too far behind, really. DK3, the goal was really, really short on that one. So we have an 83 now for Aaron here, and then they're just gonna get enough numbers to push it into that dub there. Beautiful. That's 3 wins, not bad at all. You got to clear 5 stages on this one. We got 3 wins for Smart Alec as well. Smart Alec is catching up a little bit here. We're gonna have an 8 times 8 to hit that 64. That's beautiful. We got an 87 over here. We're gonna do a 9 times a 9 to get to 81. And then we're going to have an additional 6 there. Boom. That's going to be it for Smart Alec. We got a +2 here for JFred. He's going to nail it here. And Vray makes it to DK3. Excellent. So it's another 80 for Aaron, and they get the 80 there. They smash it. I believe that's it. All 5 rounds is done. So they're moving on to Pac-Man. But I think Smart Alec caught up a little bit of time there. Very nicely done. They're very close now. So Pac-Man, the goal is 10,000 points. Not very hard to get to here. It's going to be a very short go. It can be manipulated to be done very quickly here. We'll see if they can nail it. 10,000 points is the in-game high score. So they're playing to beat that. So once Aaron gets underway here, we're going to see some Mad Pack action. Same with Smart Alec. And we got 4 dubs here for JFred. They only need 1 more. And boom, just like that, Vray is in DK Junior math. Excellently done. 18 is a really, really simple number. That's boom. That's a dub there for JFred. Now we got the Pac-Mans going on Aaron's stream here. Again, they're only looking for 10,000 points. Should be very doable here very early. We'll see if Aaron here can stack some. There we go. We got a lot of ghosties here, all in a row too. That's beautiful. Bam! Oh, the cherries in the middle. That would also be some extra points, but the ghosts are in the way. All right, we got Smart Alec also farming some ghosts now. Oof. Oh, what evasion by Smart Alec there to dodge that ghost. All right, Aaron beat the first level. Only needs 1,500 more points to pass. JFred is about to get started here in just a second. Or no, I think they actually are started here. We got 1 dub so far for Vray, 2 dubs there, moving along. And boom, there it is, 10,000 points. Aaron is moving on. The next game on the list, Urban Champion. It's 1 loop. This is also very, very short. I think this is only 3 rounds or something like that. Maybe even 2, but there's a bit of RNG in this one. Oh, as we can see, Aaron getting knocked back here. Oh wait, no, that's the demo, sorry. They're doing the demo, they haven't actually started yet. Smart Alec. Now they started. Smart Alec is getting the last bit of points here in Pac-Man. And we got JFred picking it up in Pac-Man now. And boom, boom, boom. The punches are going wild right now. You got to keep knocking them back. Keep knocking them back. Keep knocking them back. Boom, off the screen. Get out of here, Aaron says. We are almost there to that 10,000 point mark for Smart Alec. And, oh, they got hit there. Oof. just as they were about to get over to that mark, and boom, just like that, Aaron is done with Urban Champion. So they're gonna roll up rollerball here. We'll get back to that in just a second. Urban Champion for Smart Alec is ready. We got 10,000 points over on JFred's stream as well. He's gonna get over into Urban Champion. And now we got the 5th win coming here for Vray, so they can get on to the next game. So in our rollerball goal, it's going to be 100k points in this pinball machine. So we're going to see how fast they can manipulate this pinball machine to get nailed up there and get them points. And they're falling down. I'm not sure if that's the major strat here, but it could be. Looking to get that 100,000 points. And it looks like we got Smart Alec and JFred underway in Urban City, or Urban Champion, excuse me. And we got Pac-Man underway for Vray. All right, we're at 18,000 points here for Aaron. Again, we're looking for 100,000. So it shouldn't take too much longer from now. And yeah, it looks like Smart Alec and JFred should finish up Urban Champion without too many troubles. One loop of that is very, very short. Pretty fun game. It is a grind for the RNG to be good, though, as one would expect. All right, there's a 50,000 points thing down there. I believe Aaron's trying to get to. Aaron wants to get aggressive as possible to get to his goal without ever going down there. That would be incredible. But we're almost at the halfway point in the rollerball. Smart Alec is going to be loading up rollerball here. And it looks like JFred has also finished rollerball. We got 3,000 out of our 10,000 points here for Vray, so they're moving along quite nicely. And okay, we're at the halfway point for Aaron here. They got 53,000 points at the moment. Skyscraper's the level they're using, by the way. That is the first pinball table here in rollerball. So we got Smart Alec going away, and we got JFred going away. So we're gonna see if anybody gets really lucky here. There might be some time to make up. Oh my goodness, it's exciting. Halfway through the goal, Vray is now in Pac-Man. We got, what, 68,000 now for Aaron, and we're starting out here with Smart Alec, who's got 8,000. It looks like a JFred has themselves about 20,000 already, unless I'm being fooled by the demo or something, which might be possible. But 90,000 now for Aaron. They're just about to wrap up their rollerball goal here. Just looking for a little bit extra more points there. Just a bit, and there it goes. The 100,000 point mark has been hit for Aaron. They can switch games now. Excellently done. Excellently done. As you can see, Bump and Jump is our next game. We got 25,000 for Smart Alec, 45,000 for JFred. JFred is making some points here real fast. An unfortunate death for Vray, but they're very close to finishing up. They only need 1,000 more points. So, Bump and Jump's goal is 4 scenes. This is going to be the longest estimate so far. This game is tough. They have to beat the first 4 stages, essentially. Or first 4 scenes, excuse me, to move on. This one is very unforgiving. It is a very tough NES game overall. So we'll see how Aaron navigates this. As far as our rollerballers are going, we got 48,000 now for Smart Alec, and we got 71,000 for JFred. JFred making up a lot of time in this here pinball game of rollerball. And boom, Vray has hit the 10,000 point mark, and they are done with Pac-Man, and they can move on to Urban Champion. And so Aaron here is making their way through the scene. You can jump on cars here. You do have to jump over, like when you see that exclamation mark, you know you're going to have to do some jumping or something. Something to avoid smashing your face right into something and exploding, as one would. And so they're collecting some power-ups to keep them afloat. I believe that's your fuel. So you need to go to keep your fuel. I believe that's the end of scene 1 for Aaron. Excellently done. As you see, JFred is now in bump and jump as well. And oh my goodness, Smart Alec had a game over and had to start over. That is really unfortunate. With that, they have to get up to 100,000 points again. They're back to about 20,000 now. We got Vray and Urban Champion making their way through here. Won't take too long until they're done with that. So we got Aaron on scene 2, making sure to collect as much of that fuel as they can. This game is just full of things in your way to block you and things to push you out of the way and cars trying to kill you. All that kind of fun stuff. And yeah, the petroleum drops are what you're looking for to fuel your car. But as long as you keep an eye on the exclamation mark and make sure you're not getting shot or hit from behind by any of these other cars, you should be doing okay. Smart Alec already back up to 57,000. They are definitely flying through here this time. And now we also have JFred that is continuing on in Bump and Jump. They are on scene 1 as Aaron just finished scene 2. Vray is on the final scene of the Urban Champion. All they have to do is knock them down into that pit over there, and it should be a go. Uh-oh, the police came by. All right, scene 3 is where it's going to get a bit trickier. The layout of the level is a bit trickier. There's more enemies coming to hit you. They can bump you in a wall and blow you up. You only get 3 lives in this, I believe, as well, so it's a little bit dangerous. And we got 87,000 points for Smart Alec already. Smart Alec is absolutely flying through it this time. It looks like JFred's about to get to the... Oh, unfortunate ball loss. Oh, but they get the 100,000 points they need. Smart Alec moves on. Excellent. All right, and we got Vray moving to the skyscraper table as well. Smart Alec going to bump and jump. We got JFred making their way through. I want to say scene 1 still. No, that might be scene 2, actually. And then Aaron is in scene 3, flying pretty well right now, making sure to jump when required. And there we go. And more jump in there. And big jump there, and they are done with scene 3. So they only have one more scene to go. JFred is making their way, though. They're making their way as fast as they can. And now we got Smart Alec, who will be continuing in the bump and jump fun. And Vray is now on a mission to get 100,000 points. Excellent, excellent. All right, that's another petroleum grab for Aaron there. Okay, yeah, this is scene 2 now for... oh no, scene 3 for JFred, sorry. And it's scene 1 for Smart Alec. So aaron2u2 is still in the lead here. Has been a very smooth ride so far. No big mistakes. Very smart play overall. And Vray's up to 20,000 points. Let's see how fast they can catch up and get to the bump and jump. And Smart Alec making some nice jumps. We got JFred already on scene 3. They're nipping at the heels of Aaron over there. Oh, there you go. It looks like Aaron finished up the 4 scenes there, Paz. Yep, they are done with the 4 scenes. So Aaron will be moving on in just a second here to Gotcha, the sport. And there it is. Scene 3, 1 life left for JFred. They got to be careful here, or else they're going to have to start over. And Smart Alec is going to get a hefty jump on them in that case. So, Gotcha is 1 loop. This is a Zapper game on the list, which is great. It requires shooting with the Zapper while moving your character back and forth with the controller. So there's a little bit going on in this one. So you're gonna see Aaron doing some zappy gun shooty shoots here. But with emulators, we're going to be seeing mouse control zapper guns, which is perfectly fine. because emulators are pretty terrible with zapper guns as is. So he is going to be clicking those fools like it's nobody's business. All right, Smart Alec finishes another round there. We got JFred, who is on scene 4 now, hoping to clean that one out and join the Gotcha the Sport in there soon. We got Smart Alec on level 3. We did get Vray hitting the 100K, and now they're in Bump and Jump as well. They made a nice comeback. Very, very nice comeback. We get to see some shooty shoots over an Aaron stream there. Game over out of ammo. Unfortunate. But it looks like they're gonna have to start again. And okay, we got JFred, who is going to Gotcha the Sport. Very nice. Already moving on over to Gotcha the Sport. Very well done. JFred right behind Aaron at this point. And then we got Smart Alec, who's on scene 3, not too far behind. And now we got Vray picking it up. They're on Bump and Jump scene 1. Excellent. And we got Aaron coming through here doing the first stage. Making sure to kill the enemies as they come along. A little short on ammo here. You might have to get some more ammo here, I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, they did get more. And Smart Alec done with scene 3. Went on to scene 4. We got JFred here, who's going to be going in the Gotcha. And then going to be capping all the Gotchas. Need to get that flag. And Vray continuing the Bump and Jump goodness over here. Not too far behind. Not too far behind at all. They just finished the scene. All right, we got Aaron on the second round here. So they're going to go to the right, try to get that flag as soon as possible. And it looks like JFred is... they have the curse on the bottom. I'm not sure if they're manipulating something or not. I honestly do not know. But we got a finished for Smart Alec. I believe that is scene 4. So they're going to move on to Gotcha as well. Excellent, excellent. We got Vray making their way along downtown in Bump and Jump. It won't be too long for them either. Okay, there's the flag get for JFred. They're going to go back to the left and try to deliver that flag without losing. And there's Smart Alec booting up a good Gotcha the Sport here. Looks like Aaron is done with level 2. They managed to snag the flag and make it back. And there we go. We got level 3 here now for Aaron. It's very snowy at this point. It's incredibly snowy. There's so much snow there. And a snowman, believe it or not. So Smart Alec is going on the first level. It looks like JFred finally did finish the first stage. I'm not sure what was going on there, but they are done with the first stage. It looks like Smart Alec grabbed that flag right away and is heading back to the left. I believe Smart Alec is on hardware as well. But we got Aaron coming back here with the flag. Now would be an unfortunate time to run on the ammo, but I think they'll be good. Oh, I see. They got Aaron's flag here. I see that. They snagged it, but I don't think that matters as long as you get the red flag back. And boom, done with the ice level. And that's probably it for one loop. Yep, we're going into bowling now. We got Vray again on scene 3 here, bumping and jumping to the best of their abilities. We got Smart Alec and JFred both on scene 2, or stage 2 in Gotcha. And now we got bowling. So the goal here is a plus 200 score. You got to get that 200 score in here to be able to move on. So there is a little bit of difficulty in case you mess up a little too much. Obviously, you're looking to do it as fast as possible. Nice, good cleanup there for Aaron. Got them the spare, excellently done. We got JFred on the snow level now. And smartalec looks like they're about to finish stage 2. Oh, a strike for Aaron. Very nice, very nice. Very well done. Boom, full strength there, smacking into it. Boom, another strike for Aaron. That's back-to-back strikes after a spare. They're just going crazy. Turkey, turkey, turkey. And it looks like JFred's about to finish up Gotcha. Once they get that flag to the left, smartalec is going after that flag. And they will be heading back to the left there. We have a scene 4 for Vray now. They are almost finished with bump and jump. I know that's going to be a relief for Vray once they get that in there. Aaron, ooh, a 3-pin standing left on that bowl there. They're just going to quickly bowl in another, and boom, clears it out. Another spare for Aaron, who is flying. And as you can see, JFred has made their way into bowling now. They got to wait for the tick down until they can start. But they are here now. Aaron, unfortunately, leaving 4 pins up. How are they going to get out of this one? We'll see. And they're going to let it straight, and boom! And it cleans it up for another spare. All right, and now we got JFred, who's going into bowling as well. So they are still hot on Aaron's heels. smartalec finished Gotcha, so they're going to move on to bowling now. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. We'll see how the high score again in the game is 200 points. So you can see what Aaron is going for and what our runners are all going for here today. That is a very slow roller down the line, but that is another spare. And now we got, oh, and there is a lovely strike there for JFred as well, and a strike for Aaron. And we got smartalec getting the bowling in here now. Excellent. As soon as they are able to start. Aaron on the 10th frame doesn't manage to get a strike. I'm not sure if they even want to strike at this point. Blah, 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 blah. There we go. 8 pins down for JFred, looking to clean that spare up as well. Vray did unfortunately game over. So they are back on the first stage of bump and jump. That is a rough game over. Hopefully they can get through this time and come catch up to the rest of the competition here. And it looks like 200 score for Aaron, so they're going to move on to our next game, which is ice hockey. The goal for this is 10 goals or to win the game. So this should be an interesting one. We're going with all heavy ice hockey people, so you can just dominate and check everything and constantly get the puck. But we have a 7th frame here for JFred, who nails another strike. smartalec is in the 5th frame. I like the different ways that they're approaching this and the different ball colors. JFred's is blue. smartalec's is, I want to say pink, and I want to say Aaron's was green. There's an icing for Aaron. That's going to be a little time coster out there. And the occasional icing in a hockey game, huh? All right, it looks like smartalec has hit another strike here. There's going to be some turkeys about. There's another strike. Excellently done. Excellently done. Yeah, the goal for ice hockey is just 10 goals or to win the game. So, as long as they have a lead at any point and they finish it, there's another goal for Aaron. A slap shot from middle of the zone. The goalie was lost, so they couldn't do anything. We're on the 10th frame for JFred now. So they're going to be in ice hockey here shortly. smartalec is on the 9th frame. Ooh. That might have been on purpose. 202 score, just right there for JFred, so they're gonna get to go on. Excellently done. All right, Vray's back in scene 3, by the way, so they are making up some good time here in the bump and jump land. And boom, another goal for Aaron. Excellently done. We got Poland versus the USA. That's for JFred here. They're going to get all of the large peeps ready, and the USA has another goal for Aaron, so they have 6 more to go. And now we got smartalec, who's going to be the Swedes versus Team USA. Boom, another goal, or a first goal, I'm sorry, for JFred. Coming right out the gate and nailing that goal. Woo! All right, we got, the U.S. team. Oh, the U.S. team scores a goal on Aaron. An unfortunate bit of time loss. Oh, and the USA team actually managed to pull the puck away from JFred there. And boom, we got a goal in smartalec's game. Bam, they are up 1-0. And a turnaround, JFred hits a goal here, and Aaron all at the same time. All had goals there. And they all achieved their goals of scoring the goal. And boom, smartalec right away jumps in there to another goal. A U.S. goal let in for JFred, an unfortunate time loss there. Nice steal for Aaron, but unfortunately cannot get it in. There we go. There's another one in there. Oh, smartalec with another goal. Excellent. They're up 3-0. 3-1 for JFred now. Another icing for Aaron. This might be a place where some games get flipped around here. It looks like Vray unfortunately game overed again. They look to be on the first stage again. That is very, very unfortunate. Bump and jump is a very cruel game. Another icing for Aaron. We got JFred up 4-1. We got smartalec up 4-0. So we might see some catch-up going on here. Some catch-up. Some of that red catch-up. 5-1 for JFred now. I believe that ties them with Aaron at the moment. So they are currently tied. And we have a goal for smartalec. That is a 5-0 win. All of our people have 5 goals until Aaron and JFred both hit in their 6th here. They are up 6-1. smartalec is up 5-0. This could be a big win for smartalec if they can continue getting it. That's another goal for smartalec. Their 6th. The 7th for JFred going in there, which gives JFred the lead at the moment. If they manage to get 10 goals before the end of the game, Aaron hits a goal there. That's a number 7 for them. Number 7 for smartalec following right there. All of our ice hockey peeps are at 7. JFred takes the lead with an 8th goal there. So JFred comes to a little bit of a lead now. It looks like it might be the end of the period for Aaron, so that's another bit of time loss. 8 goals for smartalec as well. It looks like JFred and smartalec are tied at the moment. And JFred gets a goal. An icing for smartalec puts JFred in a pretty steady lead right now. And bump and jump scene 1 is finished for Vray. Excellently done. And if we get JFred another goal, that's it. smartalec, it gets a goal. Oh, but JFred allows a 2nd goal. Another bit of time loss. smartalec is looking to jump here into the lead. Or JFred. They're both tied. They're both really close. And smartalec with the goal. And Fred with the goal. So they both pretty much neck and neck here, getting out of ice hockey, going into Tecmo World Cup Soccer, where it is the same goal. 10 goals or win the game. So we'll see who gets up there. And we got 8 goals for Aaron now. Only 2 more goals to go. Ice hockey giving Aaron a little bit of an issue here. There's a 9th goal for Aaron there. They only need 1 more to go. We got scene 2 and bump and jump going here for Vray. Hopefully they can smash that one out of the park and move on. But now we got some Tecmo World Cup that's going to be on here with the same goal of 10 goals. Got to find that cheddar. And boom, Aaron hits their 10th goal, so they're going to be moving into Tecmo World Cup Soccer, or football, if you want to call it. And whichever word you use, they're kicking a lower hands round ball around. And it looks like Smart Alec and JFred are going to be starting up here. Let's see if they can't crush some goals in. We'll see. All right, JFred coming up here, flashing around. Boom, hits the top right of the net. Oh, Smart Alec and JFred score at the same time. JFred already has 3 goals in, though. So that's good. It's going real smooth for JFred. Looks like they got the spot here down pretty well. Another goal for Smart Alec, so that's 2. A nice save by the keeper, but JFred gets the rebound and puts it in. That's a 4th goal. Excellently done. We got Aaron making their way into the soccer world here now. And boom, the top right shelf is open all day. 2 goals for them now. Vray is in scene number 3 again, making their way across the purple highway. Hopefully they can get that one done here and move on into the next game of ice hockey. Another goal for Aaron. That's a 3rd goal. A 5th goal for JFred there. Only 5 more goals for JFred to go. Yeah, it looks like Smart Alec's having a little trouble getting that goal in there right now. The competition's kind of being mean. They keep taking the ball. Another goal for Aaron. That's their 4th. Excellent. Looks like the keeper has it on Smart Alec's screen. Oh, a nice save on JFred's screen by the keeper. Oh, as is Aaron's a nice save. We got scene 3 going on. Oh, wait. Are we back to scene 1 for Vray? It looks like it. Very unfortunate for them. JFred not quite grasping the face-off there. It looks like the opponent has it. And there's a goal for Smart Alec. Breaking the streak. That's a 4-0 lead for Smart Alec now. Ooh, the opponent scores a goal and JFred is 6-1 there now. 6 goals for JFred, 4 for Smart Alec. Aaron hits another one in the back. That's goal number 6. So right now, JFred and Aaron are tied. We got a 5th goal for Smart Alec, who's only 1 goal behind. Excellently done. We got the computer shooting here. A nice defensive play on Aaron's defender. It looks like, another shot on JFred's net. Oh, we got a goal for Smart Alec and Aaron. It looks like Aaron has retaken the lead. Smart Alec has 6 goals, and Aaron has 7. I want to say that's the 7th goal for JFred as well. Our runners are so close here right now. So many lead turns in these last couple games. We got Smart Alec making their way to the position. Bam! Hits the goal on the right side. That is number 7 for them. But Aaron quickly takes the lead with an 8th goal there. So they are in the lead now. Aaron has come back after losing their lead in ice hockey. They are back in the lead now in World Cup. And, they got a little bit, and a goal for Smart Alec, putting them at 8. So Smart Alec and Aaron are now tied. This is a very, very close one, y'all. These sports games are very close. Smart Alec dribbling, and they got it. Excellent goal. Number 9 for Smart Alec. Puts them back in the lead. Blam, blam. Very nice. Time up there for Smart Alec. Gonna have to switch to a new half. And boom, there's a goal for Aaron. That's number 9 as well. And Smart Alec, they could have had the 10th goal there, but just missed out on it. Oh, JFred's getting a little tripped up by the defense here, unfortunately. And there's a goal for Aaron, and that puts them back in the lead with a 10-goal dub in Tecmo World Soccer. Well done to Aaron, taking the lead back there after losing it in ice hockey. All right, there's a goal for JFred. That puts them at 8, and Smart Alec finally gets that 10th goal, so they're also moving on to Base Wars. So now in Base Wars, it is any percent, 1 game, 6... the thing with this one is they're most likely going to be playing to kill the opponent, because in Base Wars, you don't have to win the game, and conventional means you can just destroy your opponent until they're dead. And then that's it. And then you win the game. Any way they win the game is going to be good. All right. Boom. The sword. There it is. Some sword action. Stabby, stabby. Excellent. JFred doing some dribble up the midfield here. Oh, going around the defense. Oh, but the defense snags it. Very, very unfortunate. All right, you can see some different methods here in Base Wars. There's the sword method, where you can just sit there and hold it, and it pretty much deletes anything that walks into it. And then there's the bash with the wheels. That's a lovely thing. As you can see, Aaron here over and over just going back and forth and killing more players. It's going to be the easiest way to just delete their whole team and then go on with the win. JFred finishes up World Cup and is now going into Base Wars as well. And boom, 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 boom. As you can see, there's just lots of victory there of murder. And yep, they're going to go back, going to fight the catcher. Got to murder them with the sword. Very consistent. Ooh, almost to death there. Was able to hold on. All right, we're murdering here. We're murdering. Yeah, Aaron did blow one up. Like, actually blew them up. And that's when you get the, when you're just going to completely decimate their team on blowing their opponent. Oh, so JFred's in here also doing, oh wait, I think JFred just got work. That is unfortunate. Oh, and there's a kill on smartalec stream. Blew up the third baseman. Boom, fighting the catcher again. And then we got that laser sword doing work on Aaron's screen. You just hold it down and they just run into it like smart AI. And they are dead. Beautiful. Blam, blam, blam. More like blah, blah, blah with that wheel over there. It is a strong strategy. It is true. And there is the laser sword doing work. I think we got scene 1 again, unfortunately for Vray. Bump and Jump is just being an absolute menace today for poor Vray. All right, we got more slang and Base Wars here. They're just oh. There you go. They're almost dead there at the catcher position on Aaron's stream. You gotta beat up so many people before they're out. You gotta make sure their HP hits 0, and then they'll blow up. But yeah, Aaron's got quite a few people cycling in and out to just kill them all as fast as possible. It's unfortunate you have to wait for the life drain every single time, but that's just depending on the position you're at the field. Boom, boom. Oh, it looks like Aaron takes a loss, so they have to come up with their next player. And, yep, it falls, like you would expect. And now we are fighting at third base. Bang, 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 bang. Beautiful. JFred out there with the tank, doing tank things and a sword. And then we got the Spinaroonie over there for smartalec. Once again, this is all about slaying as many of your opponents as fast as you can. There's going to be an explosion on Aaron's stream. Oh yeah, Aaron had specifically named people. They had Toad first. Now they have Anthole second. That's great. Oh, is Aaron finished? And Aaron is finished. They killed enough players, and that's it. Well done, Aaron. And they're going to be moving on to the Harlem Globetrotters now. This is game number 14, by the way, so we have a few games still on this list. All right, we got smartalec beating him up, very low HP there. And we got a JFred also laser sorting the heck out of their competition. I believe we're in scene 2 now for Vray. Hopefully they can finish that one out. And another explosion there for smartalec. Another murder. Excellently done. They have to at least get another one. They're not quite done yet. All right, so the Harlem Globetrotter goal is 1 single game victory. So there's no point totals here. We're just going for a straight victory here. So it's probably more likely to hit a couple of shots and then hold on to the ball or some such. But we'll see how that's going to go with our Harlem Globetrotters here. Oh. Well, there you go. They see they have a 3-2 lead. Or no, wait. The Harlem Globetrotters do not have the lead in that one. But it does have to be a victory. Oh, from downtown, but misses. Yep, we got very short quarters here in the Harlem Globetrotter game. It is 3-2, not Harlem Globetrotters for Aaron. So we'll see how that's gonna go. A nice block by the defense there. Oh, a steal. A steal for, was it the Generals or whatnot? Oh, just outside. And we got a kill for smartalec. Blew him up. And that is going to be it for smartalec. Game, set, match. They've all been murdered appropriately. Oh, JFred taking a loss here with their runner on, unfortunately. Oh, and now they got to play defense. So we'll see how fast they can get through that. Yes, Vray is indeed on scene 4 again with another extra life. We're pulling for you, Vray. You got this. It looks like Aaron is up 7-3 now, so they got a pretty comfortable lead. All they really have to do is to hold on to the ball at this point, and make sure that... I mean, I guess you don't really have to hold on to the ball either. There's a shot for the opponent of the Harlem Globetrotters. And now we got smartalec also going in there with the 1-minute quarters. And JFred. Looks like they're back on offense. They just need to slay like 1 or 2 more people and they're good. Ooh, an unfortunate strikeout though. Oh no, Vray crashes right before the finish. Oh, well, let's see if Vray can pull this one out now. Come on, Vray. You got this, Vray. No holding back. Just wait for it at the right time. There you go. Vray smashes it. Bump and jump done. Excellent. We got the 4th quarter coming up here for Aaron. And they are up by 2. So let's see if they keep their lead here. And where did the ball go? Oh, they shot it from the other side. That's hilarious. All right, Vray going into gotcha. Very nice, very nice. And we see Fred murdering or attempting to murder more things. We got a 2-point deficit here in smartalec's game. They got to catch up with the score. And it looks like we got, a shooting foul. That's going to cost some time. All right, we got a foul. Uh-oh. And that is good. And they, oh my goodness, the Generals are up by 2, so they're going to have to hit that 3-point shot. They did not hit it. They got a steal. Oh, they didn't hit it though. And they dunk it. Okay, it is a tie game. They're going to go into overtime here. So that's going to be another quarter for Aaron here. We got the 3rd quarter coming here for smartalec, tied at 8. And we got JFred defeating all the base wars, coming into basketball themselves. And Vray, of course, getting them flags and getting them back as soon as they can. So we got the OT over here. Oh, a dunk for the opponent. Let's see what Aaron's got in their sleeves. This would be a devastating loss here. All right, there we go. Oh, what? Oh, they miss. Oh no. Oh, and the opponent hits it here. That's game. Oh no. Aaron loses in overtime and has to restart. That's brutal. That is brutal. Oh no. Generals win. Oh no, that's an unfortunate one. Looks like JFred's having some issues here currently. unfortunately. So that puts Smart Alec definitely in the lead here. They have a 3-score lead here. They're gonna hold it for that shot. They're gonna wait until the last second. It looks like Smart Alec is good to go. Good to go on this one. JFred finally getting the game to work properly. Looks like they're getting it. They're getting it going now. All right, shot clock is almost down. Takes the long 3-pointer. Does not hit it. Does not matter unless they can hit it. They don't even shoot. Smart Alec takes the dub. Well done, Smart Alec. Did not. It was a very, very unfortunate OT game there for Aaron. Looks like JFred has to restart again. But we got Bandai Golf Challenge Pebble Beach coming up here. The goal is 18 holes, so you're gonna see the whole Pebble Beach here. And let's see how Smart Alec is gonna do when that's ready. All right, we have the game started here on JFred's screen. Excellent. All right, it looks like it's in quarter 2 for Aaron again. We got the final stage in Gotcha for Vray. Excellent. Oh, a little uphill there for Smart Alec there, but they're coming back. There we go. We're on the green here. Blam, boom, on the green. Moving on. Excellent. All right, we got a 4-2 lead here for the Harlem Globetrotters going into halftime for Aaron. That's awesome. And we got the end of the first quarter, and up by 3 is JFred. Ooh, nice onto the green there for Smart Alec. And we got bowling coming up for Vray. Excellent. Excellent. You love to see it. Off the tee here for Smart Alec. Boom, boom. Very nice. In the third quarter here, it is a tie game for Aaron. And it is a 3-point lead for JFred in the second quarter here. And we got another on the green here. So, for any of those who might not know, when you get a par in golf, you must understand that par is wrapped backwards. This must be something that you understand. So, as we see Smart Alec probably going to get another par here, you must remind yourself that par is wrapped backwards. Here we go. And we got a par. There it is. Wrapped backwards. All right, fourth quarter here. It's a tie game for Aaron. It's kind of scary. JFred has an 8-point lead here, so they're in the driver's seat. Oh, and the Generals hit a 3-point shot on Aaron in the fourth quarter. And, oh, they missed it. So Aaron is down by 3 again in the fourth quarter. A nice block on defense. Aaron's going to try to come back, hit a quick 2-point dunk. There we go. 1-point game now. Yeah, JFred looks like they're in a comfortable control here. It looks like we have another wrap as par backwards coming up here for Smart Alec. More like a bogey. All right, a point lead now. Oh, and they steal it. If they just hold on to it, it's game over. And Aaron will be moving on to golf. Excellent. Aaron takes over in the fourth quarter, gets the 4 points they need, and ends it. Right now we got Smart Alec on the green, just trying to get over there. Smart Alec has a pretty good lead currently. They are on the 7th hole of here, and now we got Aaron booting up the golf game. JFred, just a matter of time until they're in golf at this point. They easily have a lead here. Nice spare pickup there for Vray, who is on the 6th frame now. But here we got the golf going for Aaron. Just remember, par is wrapped backwards. Don't forget it. And there we go, Smart Alec on the 8th green, and we got Aaron on the 1st green. And now we got 10 seconds left in JFred's game. Goes for the long 3. Doesn't get it, and that's going to be it. JFred with the dub. That's it. And boom, they can go into golf now. Got the 7th frame for Vray coming up here. Ooh, all but 1 pin, unfortunate. It's a nice approach there for Aaron on the 2nd green, but doesn't quite get the curve love. Still nails it. Hole 9 for Smart Alec, almost done with the front 9. Ooh, almost got a chip in there. You gotta love those chip ins. All right, excellent. So Smart Alec, boom. On hole 10 now. Oof, a little bit past the hole there for Aaron. Got to do a bit of a putt the other way now. And JFred has finally got themselves started in the golfverse. So we got all of our 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. We got Smart Alec in the lead right now on the 10th hole. We got Aaron in 2nd place on the 4th hole. And we got JFred in 3rd place on the 2nd hole. And Vray is in bowling due to his unfortunate bump and jump circumstances. All right. Smart Alec kind of flowing here now. Kind of getting their golf flow on. I gotta say, golf speedruns in general tend to be some of my favorite. They're kind of just laid back in general. And, but they do have some pretty tough shots if you're gonna save time. You gotta get those chip-ins and stuff. But they're a lot of fun. A lot of that is why it makes them so fun. And remember, par is wrapped backward. So, Aaron is on the hole for 5, and boom, gets it in nice and easily. A little bit too hard for JFred, knocks it off the green there. Boom, they're back on the green. We got Smart Alec in 12, getting a nice right next to the hole. Blam, blam, blam. Nicely done. And there, oh, just over the sand trap for JFred, very nice. Unfortunately, it looks like Vray did not get the 200 score, so they had to restart in bowling. Very unfortunate. A little off the green there for Aaron. But right back to it. They're on hole 6. We got hole 13 for Smart Alec, and we got JFred on hole 5. Looks like JFred might be catching up a little bit to Aaron as well. All right, we got Smart Alec hitting the bunker. Not always a bad thing. That slows your ball down a lot. So sometimes you do want to have those situations, though in this situation it might have been a bit much. Very, very small chops here over and over again for Smart Alec. And there we go. Looks like JFred's about to get the end of 6. This will definitely not be a wrap backwards for Smart Alec. Blam. Aaron almost got to 8 there. And bloom-a-da-doom, and there we go. All right, already on hole 7. Oh, a little over there for JFred. We hit the fairway with Aaron excellently. We're on 15 for Smart Alec. Almost done here. Almost done. All right. Well, okay, the front 9 are done with Aaron, so they're on the back 9 now. JFred getting ever close to finishing 8. And boom, over the testicles, right onto the green. Almost in there on 16 for Smart Alec. Excellently done. All right, they got a par 3 17. Beautiful there, beautiful. And Aaron sinks it on 10. And the front 9 coming to a close for Fred here once they get onto that green. You can see these greens are kind of rough sometimes. Sometimes taking just quick putts just makes the easier. Boom, Smart Alec hits it. Now they are on the final hole. Ooh, off though. They got a little bit of a rim job there for Aaron. In and out, but they managed to sink it back in. And now they're on a par 3. Another reminder that par is wrapped backward. All right, so Smart Alec is going across the fairway there. Boom, number 12 done for Aaron excellently. And now we got just close there for Smart Alec, almost done. And, oh, a nice putt there for JFred, nailing it. This is Bandai Golf Challenge Pebble Beach. All right, we got the 18th green there, and boom, that is it for Smart Alec. They are done. They finished the course. All right, we got 14, hole 14 for Aaron, and we got hole 12 for JFred, who's just about to finish hole 12, really, right on the green there. And next up, you will be seeing Sesame Street Countdown on Smart Alec stream. There are some warps in this, and a little bit of RNG, but we'll see how they do here with how they can count. All right, hole 13 here for JFred, almost there. We're on the 10th frame for Vray, but they only score 185, so they got to do it again. Very unfortunate. All right, Aaron on 15, and they almost sink it right before the hole there. They're on 16 now. We got 14 over here for, is that going to be good? Ooh, just a little too hard there for JFred. Nice, pretty nice approach there. Ooh, there we go for Aaron, right next to the testes, almost on the green. Smart Alec walking to the right. JFred has hit the green at 14, almost in there now. Looks like Aaron might be doing, maybe just some par threes or whatnot, but Aaron has almost into 18 now. They're on, and boom, they're on to 18. And a big smash there for JFred, almost to the hole. Very nice. It's a good approach, any way you put it. We see Smart Alec going to the right. Aaron once again on 18, up into the bunker. Very nice. That slows it down a little bit. Usually good for speedruns. Not so good for, your average golf game, but they're going to need one more putt here, and then they're going to be in it. We got JFred landing on the right testy, but then they're going to just chip it towards the green or putt it. That's going to be it for Aaron. Excellent. They're going to be going to Sesame Street Countdown. We have Smart Alec walking to the right. JFred is now on 17, almost finished there. And we got Vray on 4 frames here. Boom. Smart Alec did manage to jump there as well. Excellent. Very well done. Now they're starting to grab some power-ups and such. Boom. Aaron has started their way into the Sesame Street grind here. And we're on hole 18 now for JFred, so they're almost out of golf as well. We got Aaron walking to the right. We got Smart Alec also walking to the right. Vray is on the 6th frame now. Excellent. Hopefully they can get past this shortly. JFred on hole 18 just needs to get it in there. Ooh, just a bit outside. A little Norwood action there. Bogey. But JFred is done. And then we got Smart Alec, who's walking to the right. And then we got Aaron hitting a number here, the number 10. And now they will also walk to the right. And we see JFred loading up Sesame Street Countdown. And, got a trip. We got 4 pins here. Hopefully Vray can get out of the sitch. Ooh, split 7-10. Harsh one. Smart Alec has picked up a number, and lightning has happened. They need one more lightning to fill up their whole lightning scorecard. Now we see Aaron grabbing some pair bombs and walking to the right. We have JFred here walking to the right. And we have Smart Alec here, who is just about finished, I want to say. Looking for just the right little bit of numberage to finish. All right. First frame again for Vray. Unfortunately, not a great round last time. Hopefully this time will be it. Let's see here. We got Aaron loading in and walking to the right. Smart Alec is also walking to the castle. They have finished their card and they went into the door. That is a GG for Smart Alec. Great walking there. We got JFred, who is now also walking to the right. And now we got Aaron in the last level looking to collect everything as well. And there's a nice collection there for JFred, who is just jumping up and down. Next up, we got Mickey, Safari, and Letterland you're going to see on Smart Alec's screen. The goal is any % normal. This one's a pretty short one, too. You're going to be collecting some letters. And that's pretty much it. So they're going to be jumping and parkouring across the levels. I think there's a little bit more platforming in this than the old Count, but not a whole lot more. Aaron needs 2 more until they hit that door and make it out of here. JFred hitting the 10, doing it right, and going right. There's the W for Smart Alec. There is a little bit of RNG on which letters you get, I believe, to get the proper finish. But, bam, Aaron, or wait, the proper finish, the fastest finish. Aaron is now finished. So it looks like they may have caught up a little bit of time there with some RNG, and they're on their way to Mickey, Safari, and Letterland. Now, JFred is in the final part. They got to collect all 9 pieces now. They're going to get to that point, and then they're going to also be in Mickey, Safari, and Letterland. We got Vray hitting a strike. Blam. Heck yeah. Flex them strike muscles. Let's go. Beautiful. Aaron is indeed catching up. We got Mickey's, Safari, and Letterland as it tells you on the bottom of the screen. They had to fill out some extra plays. Why not advertise it a little bit? But yeah, they're going to be jumping across, avoiding everything that isn't the letter. You don't need to collect all 26 letters, I don't think. I think there's only there's 6 levels total in this. So Smart Alec is done with 3 of them, and Aaron is done with 1. We got a strike there for Vray. Excellent. Hopefully they can strike it up in the 10th frame. And we got 1 more collectible here for JFred, and then they're going to be collecting more things, but letters and with a little more parkouring involved. And blam, they capture it. Both Smart Alec and Aaron pretty much at the same time. And there we go. JFred finishes. Excellent. We got the 4th letter for Smart Alec and the 2nd for Aaron. Oh no. I don't think 208. Vray hits the 208. Excellent. Vray is out of bowling. Well done. Well done. Nice bounce off the enemies there, Smart Alec. Oh, you got to do a little bit of a shuffle there, Aaron. All right, we got JFred and Mickey, Safari, and Letterland as well. All right, and boom, there's the letter grab for Smart Alec. I want to say that's number 5. So we got ice hockey going on Vray's screen. So they're going to need 10 goals in that to be victorious. We got the 3rd letter for Aaron, 5th letter for Smart Alec. Going to the last level here for Smart Alec. And the 1st letter grab for JFred. So we have 3 of our runners here in Mickey Safari. Smart Alec has a little bit of a lead, followed by Aaron, followed by JFred, and then Vray is in ice hockey. Gets a goal right away, though. A couple of goals, really. Already up 2-0. Very nice. All right, Smart Alec gets the final letter here. Let's throw that up there. Oh, an A. Talk about good RNG at the end there, huh? And that's it. Smart Alec with the dub. That's the whole thing you got to do. So 4 letters for Aaron and a 2nd letter for JFred. But now Smart Alec is moving on to the Price is right. Wheel of Fortune Junior Edition. This is a game with lots of RNG, so it should be very interesting where everybody ends up after. Letter number 5 going for Aaron, and I think we have letter number 3 for JFred coming up. We got a goal for Vray. Puts him up 3-1 here over Team USA. All right. And Smart Alec rolling the wheel 600. Enter a consonant, and it looks like there are 2 letter M's. Make your guesses now. All right, that is a 5th letter for Aaron, so only 1 more to go. That is a 3rd letter for JFred, so they are at the halfway point there. Oh, a goal! Oh, look at this. Ray went with the all-skinny team. Looking for that speed. Make up your mind. There it is. Boom. Smart Alec knew it, and we are past that first puzzle. Any percent, by the way, for Wheel of Fortune is the goal. So once you finish and win the game and all that, you'll be good to go. All right, that is 6 letters now for Aaron. You can say that is a GG. They're going to be moving on to Wheel of Fortune as well. And we got JFred down here with their 4th letter. It's a 4-1 game here for Vray. Oh, there's a fight! They're fighting each other! Fight, fight! All right, we're taking a spin of the wheel. It's 750 in value. Enter a consonant. Oh, there are no H's here, but they're going to solve it. And that is going to be octopus. And they are correct. Very nice. And it looks like Aaron's going to solve it as well. It seems to be quite a big answer. Oh no, they're going to spin again. Okay. Octopus. All right, last stage for JFred. Excellent. And they'll be on the wheel of Fortune. We got C's here for Aaron. He's going to know what it is now. Electric. How electric are you? 3 E's for Smart Alec. I'm assuming they're going to know. JFred's going to finish up Mickey Safari. Ooh. Unfortunate end of the first period there for Vray. Up 4-1. They got the lead. Electric train set is set, and that is correct for Aaron. Follow the leader for Smart Alec. JFred going into Wheel of Fortune now. And a goal for Vray. Up 5-1. They're halfway there. So yeah, the size of the board can definitely take some time away from you on this one. Aaron might actually lose a little extra time because their first round was very much longer than any of Smart Alec's. They don't want a new prize. They want that stereo system. Enter 5 consonants. LNSRT, or LNRST, and then E. Boom. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. You can just do it ahead of time. And already get Vanna there to flip them all. There's a person on Aaron's stream. It's Daniel Boone. And have a screw loose is the final puzzle for Smart Alec, for that they're going to take the dub. And there it is. Smart Alec is now out of Wheel of Fortune. And now we are on our last 4 games for the competition here for Smart Alec. And it's going to be French toast for JFred down there. And we got Aaron spinning for round 3. It's going to be 400. A bit smaller of a puzzle this time. And boom, there you see it. Smart Alec boots up Anticipation. One of my favorite NES games. Even before speedrunning existed, I'm pretty sure I knew almost all of the combos in this game. Just from playing it. Oh, some great saves by Vray there. US putting a lot of pressure on. But the Sweden's goalie is holding on. All right, so clothing up here first in Anticipation. I believe that's a tie. That is correct. Nicely done. Mustache comb for Aaron is going to move on to the final round. French fries for JFred is going to move on to round 3, I want to say. 7 goals so far for Vray, so they only need 3 more. Oh, round 2 for JFred. But anticipation, you need to match all the colors in the top left, and that's how you move on to the next floor. Math. My God, look at the look. They waited there because they're the die in the top right will keep flipping throughout solving it, and you want to get specific numbers to get the right colors to land on. Food processor for Aaron, that should be a dub, and they'll be moving on to anticipation as well. We got natural here. They're gonna wait again. It's lightning bolt or just lightning. I can't remember which. But they're waiting for the right number on the die. And we got what is it? Sleepwalker here for JFred. Excellently done. And Aaron is now booting up anticipation. We have 9 goals for Vray, and they're almost in World Cup. Excellent, excellent. And there we go. They wanted the 2 so they can get onto green here. And once they complete that, they'll get to go up a level. Aaron is also starting. Excellent. Alphabet. Literally a letter. For both of them, actually. That's pretty funny. You can see that the categories can go into different colors depending. But there we go. We got smartalec going up. View. I can hear all this in my head. I can't hear the stream right now because I'd be hearing my own voice, but I can hear all this music anyways. So we're on the last one for JFred. They're gonna go ahead and solve. We got a food up there. It's gonna be popsicle, and there's flag over there for Aaron. Excellent, nicely done, and boom, there's the 10th goal for Vray. Bam, slam, thank you, man. Excellently done, excellently done. And we got granola bar for JFred. It's natural again. What a beautiful, beautiful swan it is indeed. We got green here, we got leisure. I believe that's ball. Just waiting for the right number. All right, we got World Cup here for Vray. They need another 10 goals to finish that one out. All right, and here's the final puzzle here for JFred. And there is ball up there. And look, tie over on Aaron's stream. Excellent. That's a very wide tie, by the way. But I guess it's kind of a downward looking at it or whatnot. All right, we got optical illusion, and that's going to be it for JFred. GG. I think we got flag again on smartalec stream. Not a whole lot of puzzles on easy, I suppose. But flag there for smartalec. Excellent. And we got a tent over there for Aaron. Very nice. We got a goal for Vray. Excellent. That gets them up by 1. JFred is turning on anticipation as well. So we got a 3 players in anticipation right now. Up there for smartalec, we got the door, the excellent door. Popsicle over on Aaron's stream there as well. Excellent. I don't think smartalec has much more to go in this game, if any. Is it only 2 levels on easy? It might, or very easy. It might only be 2 levels. No, it's 3. Okay, so they got 1 more level to go here. The gray squares you see there, if you land on them, you'll get to float around and do circles, and then you got to hit the button, and you hope to land on the color you need. But as you can see, there's no letters at the bottom here, so they're going to make you, or no dashes, so you can't see how many letters there are in the word. We got another math equation here for Aaron, the letter 3. We got a cane down there for JFred and a test tube up there for smartalec. We got another goal for Vray, making it a 2-0 game. All right, we got the yellow for the shoes over here. You're gonna have to do a lot of waiting on the last level to be able to get the proper thing you're looking for. We got Let's see, a spade over there for Aaron, square root for JFred, and the box is either like a desk or a drawer or something like that. Yeah, okay, it's a drawer. So we got Aaron going up to the 3rd level now. Excellent, excellent. And I got a whatchamacallit, which are always some of the most fun in this game. A green snag there. They only need green and blue, I believe. We got a TP over there for JFred. Excellent. A goal for Vray. Puts them up 5-0. Fancy dress. It's gonna say fancy in it. Look at that. Isn't that cute? I think that's a screw. Oh, JFred having a little bit of a graphical glitching here. That's really unfortunate. But yeah, that's a screwdriver. Specifically a flathead. We got tools here. Okay, yep, they're gonna reset their game here. That's very unfortunate for JFred having to restart like that. Flashlight going for Aaron. There's the green for smartalec. They needed a 2 to get onto pink. There's a goal for Vray for number 6. Flashlight is correct. The music for smartalec, it's a drum. Oh no, harp. Sorry, that's a harp. They should have already buzzed in and gotten it by now. It's a harp, smartalec. You can do this. I believe you. Believe in you. JFred, there you go. Getting back in. Hopefully he doesn't mess up this time. We got Aaron in the office here with the exclamation mark, which is probably one of the worst puzzles to get, really. Very long word. That's it for smartalec. They're going to move on to the 20th of the 22 games here, which is Gauntlet 2. The goal is 10 levels. There's actually no ending to Gauntlet 2, I'm almost certain. I think you can get up to 90, 199 or something like that. Exclamation point, sorry. That's definitely the worst, one of the worst ones to get there, just time-wise. So they're going to go on to their last one there as well. We got a triangle for JFred, who had to start over, unfortunately. But now we're going to get some elf running around in Gauntlet 2, because they're just going for the first 10 levels. They got to go pretty much ASAP. Oh, unfortunate loss of the puzzle there for Aaron, but that just means they get to go again. Since there's no competition, it'll be the same one, so there's no worries there. The elf just going literally through the wall there. They're already on level 7. But I don't know if that's necessarily 10 levels in total. Is that oil drum over there for Aaron? I'm not quite sure. It's been a while. I don't quite remember all of them, but that could have been a drum of some sort, or a barrel, something along those lines. We got clothing, which is tie for JFred. We've seen that a few times. Some key grabs there for JFred. We got Vray in Base Wars now. They got the 10 goals. Now they get to kill some Base Wars robotics. Or they can hit a home run. That works too. Not what you're wanting for the speed run, but that's kind of hilarious. There's a camera for Aaron too. Then that is going to be it for Aaron. And we got the 2nd level for JFred now. Excellently done. And they're going to go into Gauntlet 2 now. And smartalec absolutely breezed past Gauntlet 2's goal. Holy crap. Damn, that was a hell of a speedy one. So our second to last game is Balloon Fight here. We got a horseshoe for JFred, but we're going to do Balloon Fight. It's going to be 12 phases. That's when the game loops. That's the pretty standard speed run for it. But now we got Aaron running around in Gauntlet. We got Vray, who's just gunning things down over there right now. But balloon fight is pretty quick. What you can do in balloon fight is they all start the levels needing to blow the air into their balloons or the helium into their balloons or whatnot to fly. So you can actually get quite a few of them before they get up. And because if they get their balloon, they also have a parachute that you need to hit, or else they can land and get back up again. But Aaron takes them out. Food here, that is queso, aka cheese, for JFred. Let's see, level 7 there for Aaron, making their way through. We got Vray beating the hell up out of these Base Wars peeps. Bonus stage in balloon fight, unfortunately, you just kind of have to sit there. That's the way it's gonna go. Excuse me. Oh, yeah, hit the thing. You're at level 8. There's a thing on JFred's screen. I think it's frying pan. Yeah, it's frying pan. Hopefully they get that. smartalec is on phase 4. As you can see, the more you hit at the start, the better. So you can definitely get these quickly. Unfortunately, JFred could not get frying pan, but again, they just get to go again. All right, Aaron is on level 10. Once they hit that level, they are finished. It looks like, unfortunately, Vray went to the bottom of the inning, but that's okay. A nice strikeout. Ooh, staying up there. You got 2 balloons if you that you don't want to lose here. You can't. It's pretty easy to get caught up and die very quickly in balloon fight. Martini glass. That's another pretty tough one to know, especially on very easy. It's very weird that they threw that in there. All right, Aaron is on the balloon fights now in just a second. Level 3 for JFred, so we have 1 level left to go. We got the second bonus round for smartalec. There's going to be another bonus round. Every 3 levels gets a bonus round, so once they hit that 4th bonus round, that's going to be it, and they're going to go into the last game. All right. Nice there for Aaron. Very well done. That is a camera, as we have seen for JFred. Alright, this is one of the most fun levels to do quickly, because you can just gauge them all out. That was pretty good there for smartalec. Got all but the last one. Very nice. If you game over, you will have to do it again, though, so they got to be careful not to lose all their lives. They do seem to have plenty of lives at the moment, though, so I don't think that's going to be an issue. Blam, blam. Balloon fight, basically joust. First bonus game for Aaron there. We got a tool over there for JFred. It's the flashlight. We did see that one earlier. And we got the why don't I say that's scene number 9 for smartalec. There it is. Yep, they are phase 9. Very nice triple kill there at the beginning of phase 4 for Aaron. So now they just got to knock down the last 2. Smart going for that one to make sure that they don't flop around or run away. So 3 more phases now for smartalec. Oh, Aaron getting a little caught up on top. It's easy to get caught up there and get killed, but they do recover. Hit by pitch. Oh, it looks like Vray is doing the hit by pitch approach to damage them, I suppose. That is one way to do it. So we got JFred on the final level here. Only the purple and green left to go. Blam, very nice smartalec. Phase 11, only 2 phases to go. They got the right half. You can get a little more there, but it's pretty tricky to get some of these as fast as you can in balloon fight. So we got the bonus stage there for Aaron, and this is the last phase here for smartalec. Looks like they're going to coast to a victory here in balloon fight. And blam, there we go. That should be the end of phase 12, and there's the bonus stage. So now smartalec is going on to the final game, which is going to be Ikari Warriors 3: The Rescue. And the goal is any percent. This is definitely the longest run of the marathon. So, of their in their 2-hour marathon of this Retrothon marathon. So we'll see how well Smart Alec has things here. Aaron's not too far behind, and it looks like JFred's about to join them in balloon fight. They are also not too far behind, which is excellent. So Smart Alec is gonna sit there and beat up some people in Akari, and then their NES is gonna mess up. Awesome. Not awesome, but you know that's just something that happens now and again. So they're gonna have to restart. And JFred is finished and going into balloon fight now. Oh, a death for Aaron thanks to the lightning bolt from the clouds. Some of the more nuisance of enemies in this game for sure. Yeah, as long as that doesn't happen when you're late in the run, you know, as long as it's really early, it's not too much of a time loss. We got Gauntlet 2 for JFred coming up. Oh, I forgot about Gauntlet 2 first. That's right. And Frey is beating up a heck of a lot more of these robots we got going on down here. So a lot of the speedrunning I remember from Akari 3. I never did it myself, but it's a lot of just kind of jumping around and going as quickly as possible because these enemies are a pain in the butt and they lag the screen. And, you know, you gotta kick them out of the way sometimes. Oh, that's a murder for Vray. Well done. Well done. And that should be it for Vray. That is it, and they are moving on. Oh, did Aaron get stuck below? Aaron is on their last life, so if they die here, that's gonna be hard times. They do manage to make it. They are now in phase 11. They have 2 phases they got to get through without dying, so it's gonna be pretty tight here. As long as they can get above him here, they should be okay. Bam, bam, nice, nice, nice. Nailed them all there. On to phase 12. Excellent. And we got Smart Alec, who is just beating their way through this game, 1 punch at a time. We got a tank boss here. And we're gonna get next to it and shoot it. Oh, and it takes a life. And there we go. Aaron makes it out of balloon fight. They're going to make their way into Akari Wars as well. That gives us 2 people on the final game. Excellently done. Smart Alec looks like they got a pretty steady lead here, but anything can happen. Game overs are a thing. Hopefully hardware holds up. That would be a terrible way to get messed up here at the end. So JFred here, loading up balloon fight. And now we got aaron2u2. We're booting her to U2. Why do I keep saying both? Aaron is now on their way to jump kick their way through Akari. And we got a Smart Alec continuing to punch their way through. JFred starting off the phases, and we got ourselves some Harlem Globetrotters on Vray's screen. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, phase 2. Got a couple of them. See Aaron beating up some soldiers in the river. And we got Smart Alec up here smacking a boss in the face. Smack, smack, smacking a boss in the face, Phase 3, nice triple smash on top of that. I could go for a smash burger. Blam, nicely done. Blam, nicely done. All right. Unfortunately, Vray is down by 4 points going into the 3rd quarter. So they're going to have to turn that scoring up. Mid-range shot for the Generals, and it goes down. They're down by 6 now. Very unfortunate. There's a little bit of lag going on for Aaron's screen as they're kicking everything over. Smart Alec with the punch in the kick punch, and boom, boss, go bye-bye. Or at least mid-boss. Blam blam. JFred opting to do the bonus stage. You do have to get the last balloons to make it a little faster, though. Blam blam blam. Nice triple by JFred there coming up. Aaron's on the boss, the tank boss. And JFred is slaying phase 5 currently. Unfortunately, our Harlem Globetrotters here are down by 8 going into the 4th quarter. We're gonna need a smooth comeback here for the Globetrotters. Let's see what Vray has in for store. Going for a 3. Oh, off the rim. Not quite good. Not quite good. May have to restart here. We'll see if they can make the comeback. From way downtown. Didn't quite make it there. Steph Curry stuff before Steph Curry's time. Smart Alec is a little bit ahead of Aaron here. It looks like they're on very similar parts, but Smart Alec has a couple minute lead, I want to say. And they have been going smooth since the halfway point. There was a lot of game switching in that goal part. Aaron to Smart Alec to JFred to Aaron. And then Smart Alec has come out here a little bit towards the end. Ooh, lots of lag there for Smart Alec, and there JFred getting the bonus stage over with. Boom. And we had to start over for Frey, unfortunately. The Generals just had too much scoring. Oh, going for the corner 3, but gets the rebound and slams it in. Very nice. Aaron with a little bit of a death there, unfortunately. Trying to get that boss as quickly as possible. Smart Alec, boom, boom, boom. Punch that boss in the abs, right in the ab hole. All right, phase 8 for JFred here. Ooh, getting caught up. That's a little unfortunate. Those spin things are a real pain in the butt when you're trying to get around these stages. Boss fight for Aaron. Still going to be punch, punch, pounchin'. Very nice, very nice. They're just throwing each other at you in this game. You gotta love that. And, alright, whoop. Still 2 lives for, oh. Nice. Still 2 lives for JFred, so they're doing well there. They're already in phase 9. They only need 3 phases. Go. And then they're in Akari Warrior. We got some jetpacks around here for Smart Alec. Nice kick. Beautiful kick. Aaron's still on the sub-boss. Looks like they got him this time. Very nice. He goes like a confetti. Down to a balloon here. These spinners are a big pain in the butt. Hopefully... Oh, and there's a life loss for JFred, but they're going to be mounting back on here and take this dude out. Look out for the lightning. I believe that's an instant kill, so be careful. Balloons or not. And boom, they got him. Excellent. Down by 4 in the 3rd quarter here for Frey. Hopefully they can make that comeback again. And Smart Alec doing some spins. Or, punching some people away that are doing some spins, I should say. We got the bonus game here for JFred. The 3rd one and last one they'll be participating in. And then after that, they go on to Akari. Vray having trouble here again, down by 6. They do get the steal. They launch it. I'm sure that was by accident. But they nail it from their own free throw line. Holy crap. Oh, and they nail another one. It's only a 1-score game now. All right. All right, so Smart Alec is entering this fortress here, where everybody just wants to throw a boulder. And we got Aaron ducking under a fence. That seems like a very poor fence since everybody can just run under it, but hey, who am I to judge their fence structures? And And here we go with JFred doing their thing. 3 point down here for Vray. Going for the corner 3. Oh, and they nail it. It's a tie game. And we got Smart Alec over here. Oh, we got some spinning knights here. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my damn. It's looking like they're a little damaging, but we got Smart Alec going in there for the punch. JFred is done now with everything but Ikari 3. All right, so we're punching. Aaron's just punching the shit out of this boss right now. The boss comes back and punches them, but Aaron does not care. They have the health. Now we're scuba diving in Smart Alex's part. Not so much punch and kicking. Now we got our underwater machine gun. Big boom there for Aaron clearing the screen. There's a cool tank there that just took a gigantic torpedo missile that you just pop out of, and there you go. Fred is now underway on the final game. Oh, OT for Vray. They throw it from downtown again. It does not go in. Uh-oh. Oh, they're coming over here. A steal. Ooh. But they blocked it and dunked. The Generals are up by 2 now. All right, we got JFred making their way through the river. We got Smart Alec making their way inside through the river. And we got Aaron, who is walking through water, which is essentially a river in some capacity. So everybody's river rating right now. 10 seconds left. And if they hit this, it's over. And they hit it. Oh, Vray has to reset again. Unfortunate. Harlem Globetrottering is rough. All right, now we got, we still got some scuba diving here. Grabbing a scuba diamond. I wish I could go scuba diving and just find gigantic diamonds on the bottom of the river like this. Though I guess the, worrying about the tons of evil people that are trying to shoot you would probably be a deterrent. Aaron, ooh, taking a death there. Now they're getting up and they're gonna punch, punch, pounce. JFred grabbing a heart, kicking some people. Get that lag down there. Gotta kill him. All right, Smart Alec trying to kill the scuba. Oh, the scuba diver with a falcon punch across the screen there. All right, they shoot. Very nice. Keep up the shooting here. And bam, there you go. Smart Alec is through the boss. Excellent. Excellent. All right. Ooh. JFred on the first boss here, going shooty, shooty, shoot. And boom, the tank's dead. We got Aaron entering the fortress here after they deal with this spinning individual here. Nice, nice. And they are into the lag rock screen. Looks like it's a 6-6 game here for Vray. So it's a tie game in this one so far. We got Smart Alec, who is moving right along here, just flexing their leg on these enemies all over the place. You got your face in the waist. That's time for Smart Alec's leg. And Aaron fighting the knights here. I guess sword and shield. I don't know if I'd call them a knight, but they're about to go good night here in a second once Aaron fists them. There we go. JFred knocking out all these people, grabbing some health. Excellent. It's a 9-8 game here for Vray. They shot a long one. They're actually up by 1 in the halftime here. Very nice, very nice. So as long as they can control the pace of the game and the score, they should be okay. JFred making their way under that fence. That is it's a very good fence. It's a very good fence. Smart Alec about to beat the crap out of this boss. We got some scuba diving for Aaron, so they're not too far behind, but it's gonna take something special, and Smart Alec is just way out there doing awesome. And it looks like they may have this marathon wrapped up here shortly. We will see. But there's an awesome ship under the sea, or under this river. Why is that ship in this river? That's a very tight spot for that battleship, but that's okay. Vray's up by 3. Make that 1 now that they got that tight score in there. We got JFred making their way to gotta punch all these fools in this boarded area. But yeah, I can see why that ship sunk. I can't imagine it fitting through that riverbed very well. And we got a 4-point lead. Make that a 2-point lead now for Vray. They can hold on to it here until the very last second. Looks like they're going to. We got a boss fight here for smartalec. We got that train with a turret on it. Nice movement here. Nice ability to keep shooting, and staying along with the turret without getting hit by anything. And boom, boss is down for smartalec. Very nicely done. JFred got to clear this screen of these green soldiers. We got the boss fight for Aaron as well. They're on Falcon Punch, the scuba diver. So let's see how they can wrap this up as well. There is a little child following around smartalec. This seems like a very dangerous thing to do in a war zone. JFred also, and Aaron also going to the next stages. We got OT again for Vray. Oh, but he hits a full court 3-pointer to take a lead with 40 seconds left. Oh, another full court shot here for Vray. And it goes in again. So Vray has a 6-point lead now. That should be good at this point. They can just hold on to the ball for an easy dub. Some great long-range shots there. All right, we got some jetpack beating up for JFred. Says, get out of my lawn. Aaron walking to the right, grabbing some health, but there's lots of enemies they need to kick. We got smartalec at an airport here, beating some people up with a small child following them. A very interesting idea for combat here. And now we got Vray going over to golf now. Pebble Beach. And they got to do the full 18 holes, of course. Oh, look at all this. smartalec just beating all these people up. Everybody is very kindly ignoring the small child that is there. Who knows? That could even be Rika Farude. Who knows? JFred over here punching and kicking some people's lights out. Oh, a game over for Aaron, but not a big deal. This is much like Guerrilla Wars. This game just starts you right where you left off. And Vray is on the links. JFred is about to enter the fortress. We got smartalec going into the Super C base. I don't know why it's in this game, but there it is. Look at all these people just spin kicking the air until you can come in here. A little low on health, but we got a boss fight here. Excuse me, sorry. JFred moving on up, moseying on up. smartalec as well. Just beating the crap out of that boss. There it goes. And boom. They fly away. They fly away and they take the GG, baby. smartalec with a 146.35 to finish out the marathon. Excellently done there, smartalec. Excellently done. That is a beautiful, beautiful time there. I was hearing 150s that they would get. They completely crushed that time. It looks like Aaron as well is going to come up to the finish in a somewhat soon manner. Excellently done again, smartalec. What a run. What a run. All right, we got JFred down here, scuba diving as well. And we got Aaron just blitzing through these fools over here. Kick, punch, it's all in the mind. All right, golfing with your golf clubs here for Vray. They're on the 4th hole. We got the train boss here for Aaron, so they are very close to the finish line as well. There's that ship that has no reason to be there in the first place. Excellent, excellent. But again, good mashing here by Aaron. It looks like you can mash here. I like it. I don't know if it does any extra damage. I'm not so sure how these bosses work, but they do finish the boss. And we got JFred coming up here as well. Onto this boss here shortly. And now Aaron has the small child again in a very dangerous area. At least the villains are very kind and don't seem to notice them. JFred's going to come on this boss. All right. We got the boss fight here for JFred coming up. Unfortunately got harpooned by Aqua Falcon Punch here. Aaron making their way through the airport, punching all these fools like it's Indiana Jones or something. And there we go. Excellently done. We got hole 7 here for Bray. Something happened to JFred. Did their game crash just a second ago? Oh, it did. Oh no. JFred lose a ton of time due to the game being an issue there. That's really unfortunate. So they're gonna have to start over for Akari Warriors 3 now. And we got some spin attacks going over there. Everybody wants to spin attack and lag the screen at the same time, it seems. All right, we got a nice tee off here. Boom, onto the... Oh, it's in the rough between the sand trap and the fairway. And just as a reminder, everyone, when you par in golf, par is wrapped backward. So Smart Alec is in the river here on the demo screen because they won 4 minutes ago. And Aaron over here is at the airport, beating some people up. They're very close to finishing here. They're very close to finishing as well. And once we get some finishers in here, we'll get their thoughts and comments on the race as well. We'll get some mini interviews going on here, talk to our runners. It is true, rap is also par backward. I know. This is some breathtaking information I'm giving all of you today here on RGL. So I had to let you know. All right, it looks like Aaron is on the final boss here, so they're going to be wrapping up this this marathon here shortly. And once that's done, they're going to be a GG. Let's look at the time here. It looks like a 151.13 for Aaron. That is a second GG. Well done. Almost got the sub 150. Very well done. Another big GG to Aaron. We have JFred, whose cartridge seems to be working here. Was it cut? No. Actually, I saw an emulator, but also a power pack, so I'm not entirely sure, but it looks like they're working now, so they're back in the river. Excellently done by Smart Alec and Aaron here. Oh, changed them. That would make sense. Since they were having a lot of trouble with it earlier. It really sucks that they had so much trouble with their cartridges and stuff. Always a shame to see that. Hole 10, Vray nails it. Excellently done. All right. As we get our last competition in here, let's go ahead and see if we can't get a couple people in commentary going on here. Or, commentary, but let's get a couple people in here for some post-marathon talky talks. So let's see here. Whenever y'all are ready, go ahead and jump into the general, and I'll drag you in here. Another big GG to Smart Alec with the 146, and Aaron with the 150. 151 there. Excellent times all around. We got JFred, who is also in the final game. Shouldn't take too much longer for them to take it down. I'm gonna guess around just over 2 hours at this point. Hey, I'm second base. Too much awesome for the power pack. Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. Oh, look at that! Look at the Retrothon team there. You got myself and J-Rock, L-Rock, J-Rock, Shima, OJ Machine, MTI, Yells, Weapon, and Sparkover. That is an all-star team if I've ever seen it. Me playing center field is kind of funny, but we got JFred coming in here, beating some stuff up. All right, let's go ahead and pull in Smart Alec here.
Oh.
Yo, welcome, Smart Alec. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
I cannot hear you. Hold on. I'm not sure why. It might be my headphones might have actually. Okay, now I think I can hear.
Okay, testing
there
again.
You are. Yeah. Okay.
All right, awesome.
Congratulations. Excellently done.
Thank you very much.
Were you expecting such a good time? I heard 154s. I didn't hear anything about a 140.
I was not expecting it after Rollerball happened.
Oh yeah.
I game overed on that game.
Mm-hmm.
And like a couple other games didn't go great. Like Pac-Man, I lost some time, but that's short, so it wasn't too big of a deal. Tecmo Soccer is already RNG. There's not much you can do there.
Yeah.
And then I'm scrolling through my splits, but the turnaround was I got a PB in Wheel of Fortune Jr., so that helped a lot. That's a straight up PB, so I can upload that. And then Gauntlet 2, I think I was like 2 seconds off my PB. Level
Really?
7, level 7 I gambled where the exit was, and it just worked. So those two things kind of helped out, and then my end game was pretty all right. Ikari 3, I missed the grenade kill on that one teleporting guy, but he's hard to hit anyways. So other than that, like this was fun. I've done a lot of like Nescathlons and Big 20s and stuff, and those are more like lengthier games and just longer lists. So it was kind of fun to do something a little shorter and with some games that you don't really see a whole lot.
Yo, I love this format. I love the idea of all the small games coming together. You got to get their own format. I think that's fantastic.
Yeah.
And congratulations on the PBs. That's excellent. I did see your Gauntlet run, and it was so fast that I thought you reset when you first hit it. I was like, wait, did they game over? But you were already on the next game. It blew me away.
Yeah, I think my PB is like 137 and change, and I think I got a 139 today.
Wow.
So yeah, but there was a manip that was found for the game. I don't remember when, but for whatever. So I have two NESs. I have a top loader and a front loader. I cannot hit the manipulation on my top loader. I don't know why. It just doesn't work.
Really?
But yeah, I have. So if anybody out there wants to do some testing to figure out why, that I'd appreciate it. But I'm not good at tassing and stuff like that. That's not my specialty, so I leave that work to other people. But I literally hooked up my front loader, and when it was Gauntlet 2, I just switched the inputs, and my cartridge is sitting in the front loader, and I'm able to hit the manip that way. That's literally the only way I could do it.
Okay.
So, but yeah, there's an audio cue as you listen to the intro song. If you press start on a specific time, the levels, so level 1 is always the same, but then the next levels after that, if you hit the manip, they're all the same.
Okay.
Yeah, they're right. And I cannot remember who has the record. I think it's Guggen I think has the record, and he's got like I think he's got like a 125 or something. Literally hits everything. So yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. But yeah. The worst was Rollerball because I think I game overed at 80,000 points or something. So And then thankfully the second time I got through it without dying, but it's like, why couldn't that happen first, you know? But yeah, Aaron put together a good list. I did contribute, I think, 2 games. Championship Bowling, I recommended, and that was put in. There was one other game that I recommended, or like I brought up, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, Championship Bowling, we needed one more game, and I recommended that one, so glad it worked out.
Nice quick one in there. Seems like it had a bit of a difficult curve to it. You had to get at least 200, which doesn't seem the easiest. Maybe it is. But,
yeah, oh yeah, that's right. I'll get to Aaron just posted in chat. We did replace, so for anybody who didn't know, Base Wars was not going to be Base Wars at first. It was going to be RBI Baseball. The problem is that game is just wildly random, and just it took me like 20 minutes to win a game. So we switched that for Base Wars, and I am very happy we did that. So,
don't want too much RNG in those short games.
Yeah. So,
I love RBI.
But yeah, so Championship Bowling, for me, I just use a visual cue, and I just line it up the same way, and every once in a while it won't work because the game has like built-in RNG for whatever reason, but generally speaking, you can get 200 points if you just do the same strat that I use, at least. So but yeah, it was fun though. I had fun.
Good. And you did great. You absolutely crushed it.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks again for playing. Thanks for crushing it. My goodness, you beat the estimate by almost 45 minutes. That's insane. You absolutely killed it. And this is the man with over 400 NES speedruns, by the way.
That's true.
That's this guy right here. So you give him a follow, absolutely. And thank you again for joining here for some post-run commentary. And
no problem. I think Aaron wants to come on in, so I'll hand off the mic and let him talk about it. But yeah, just thanks RGL for putting this together and letting us show this off. That was fun. So yeah, thanks everybody.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
Take care, guys.
All right, let's get Aaron over here now. Welcome, Aaron. A second place finish of 151. Congratulations. What a good time.
Oh, thank you. Actually, I was at 153, but yeah,
153. Okay.
Very close to my PB, and with a couple of glaring exceptions, actually went super well.
Well, you were the one who brought this all together, I believe. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, those of you who've seen me in previous Retrothons know I usually do a lot of ColecoVision runs. And I kind of got to the point where I wasn't learning any new games. So last year I did a 22 game race, and it was aimed to be 2 hours. I was a little bit slow. Or not a race, it was just a marathon because nobody else is going to race me in 22 ColecoVision games. But although we did one year, I think it was for the For the Kids marathon, I think me and Wintry Mix and Cat all did the venture race, which I got completely annihilated in.
That's fair. They are some damn good runners themselves. What do you feel was your strongest game today? Because I saw you mention that you were expecting to actually get third place pretty easily, but you kind of kicked butt the whole way through. You were in the lead halfway through, I want to say.
Yeah, I had the chat, the restream open. I didn't see any reason why not to, and with a couple of exceptions, wasn't distracting me. I was peeking in every once in a while, and I did see that. But yeah, I actually got through Pac-Man pretty surprising. That was good. Like I know at the beginning I did really well. I PB'd Urban Champion without doing any strats whatsoever. 40 seconds isn't great, but I survived Rollerball. That was one I'd been dying in practice. I survived Bump and Jump. That was a heart attack every single time I tried to play it.
That was a rough one.
I completely botched Gotcha Sport. God, you can't run out of ammo or the game just decides that you lose. And I ran out of ammo with the flag on the screen, so it was like half of a second. That was awful. Ice hockey was a complete disaster. But I think compared to the other guys, like Tecmo Soccer was amazing for me. 340 isn't like a super good time on a board, but in a run, that was really good. Base Wars, you know, just a little over 4 minutes. And I couldn't get the extra damage hits well, but when I saw how everybody else was doing, I think I caught up a ton.
Yes.
There. And then Globetrotters hit, which it's, you know, losing in overtime is about the slowest way you can do that. And I want to point out that I got one of those trick shots where I'm getting carried over from the 3-point line to dunk it for a 3-pointer, and it missed. I've never seen that happen before.
I couldn't believe that. I generally couldn't believe that. That was amazing. Like, how does that happen? Like, you were right there. I don't, like, you think like the Garble Globetrotters would be like, boom, easy street. I can't believe that. But that seemed to be one of the toughest parts there for you. I mean, but honestly, you absolutely killed it the second half. Your consistency was really good. I love that you renamed the whole Retrothon team there. That's hilarious.
Yeah, that was me waiting for the run. I was like, you know, I started looking in the Discord for any names I could see. So if you're not on there, it's because I didn't see you online at the time. No slight meant.
For sure. So this is your second kind of this 22-game marathon. Do you have another system in the future? Do you think the NES could ramp up a second one? You got any more plans for another one?
I'd have to dig into and learn a lot new runs. Like most of the people who are in this race, I think we all knew about half of the runs, so it wasn't too crazy. Like I learned a lot of stuff, and I made some mistakes in our game selection because of that. Like again, I think if I had actually just sat down and played Harlem Globetrotters for like a minute, we would have had a different basketball game. But I was like, oh yeah, that one's short. Basketball games are kind of weird, so let's just go with that. That didn't really work out well. Yeah, most of my Super Nintendo runs, like, is anyone gonna want to race Bill Lambier's Combat Basketball with me? I don't know. Maybe MTI will. He's I think he called me a jackwagon once because I still ran that game.
It is one of the worst basketballs, maybe the worst basketball game ever made, but it does a solid quick game as well, from what I remember anyways. I own that one. That one it's so wacky and kind of difficult and weird and slow. But
I beat the whole thing.
Nice! That takes some effort.
Yeah, it's especially good because the game soft locked on me 40 games in the first time I tried it. So I actually came back and did it anyway.
Oh no, 40 games, that's brutal.
Yeah, I couldn't do anything, never saved it once. I saved it the second time I went through after every game. So I don't care if this is going to lose me like a minute over the run. No, I don't think anyone's going to try this. So.
Yeah, no, probably not. But maybe. You never know, really. You never know.
But yeah, like most of my speedrunning stuff is more obscure things, games that people don't really play, or like Koei games, which I guess is kind of the same thing. I probably have like 20 Koei speedruns across all the systems.
That's impressive.
So,
that's impressive. Yeah. Are you the leading speedrunner of Koei? It's got to be, right?
Yeah, I mean, unless you start digging into the people who put up, you know, New Game Plus times and Dynasty Warriors boards, which irritates me like crazy. It's actually, you know, it'd be a great thing to like initialize and try to get through, but like, nope, every single run on every single board is New Game Plus. Every character's been maxed out. The people who've done it have put in like 200 hours to max out their counts. Like, who wants that? That's just boring.
Well, everybody's got their own speedrun niche, I guess. That's wild. I didn't even know about the Dynasty Warriors stuff. That's crazy.
Yeah, apologies if anyone in here has done that before. I think there was actually a DW5 run here in Retrothon a few years ago. But it was New Game Plus.
Awesome. You are also the proponent of the NES efficiency, am I thinking of? Prolifics. NES Prolifics list, which is amazing, by the way. If you want to let everybody know what that is, in your own words, go for it. It's amazing, honestly.
Well, thank you. Well, yeah, last year, a little bit before Christmas, I guess it would be the year before, so I decided, hey, what if I made like a ranking system of NES speedrunners? And then after couple of weeks, I realized that was going to be super subjective and ridiculous, and I was just going to get a whole bunch of hate. So I tried to make a more objective version of it, where the idea of prolificness being how much of the NES library have you run, how well have you run it, like trying to balance those things. Because I mean, how do you balance Nifsky with the ridiculous stuff that he's done in Super Mario Brothers, with like smartalec here, who's run like 400 NES games? Like, how do you balance that? So
yeah, it's hard.
I decided to not really try, and it's definitely a bias towards running more games. But I'm also not saying that, you know, no offense, smartalec, I'm not saying that you're a better speedrunner than Nifsky by doing that. It's just more prolifically an NES speedrunner. So it's a lot of fun. I update it every month. Spreadsheets come out usually then too, and I put up a video. I appreciate people watch the video on my YouTube channel, aaron2u2. Yeah, so I think you were initially first, and then Chardcore passed you, and then I changed the point system, and then you were first again. And but then Zarkonis has passed you, and I threatened to change the point system again since you weren't first, but now you stuck with it. So
that's great. GG to Zarkonis.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he just, I don't know, I might be breaking news here. I think he's just announced as the newest Best of NES staff member. So that's exciting. Yeah, I mean, talk about prolific NES runner, and he's in that sort of group. So, you know,
absolutely, that's fantastic. Any parting words you got for this marathon? That was fantastic. You did a great job. Love the style of this one. Very fun to commentate for.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I wanted, you know, if you're going to do something like this, you don't think you want to do the Big 20, and I didn't want to do Nescathlon. That's your guys' thing anyway. Hopefully we get to see that come back at some point, but that's not. I wanted to do something that, you know, if nobody else wanted to join, it'd be fine. I think this would have been fine solo, but I think it was a lot more fun as a race.
Yes, got
to have some other people show off here. I know Vriaeliss hasn't had as much time to practice as we did, man, I'm wondering what's going on with JFred's run, because this is really, something had to go kind of disastrous for him, but he's about to beat it, so.
Unfortunately for JFred, a significant number of times his game screwed up, so he had to restart a lot of games. So I think he moved to emulator for the final year. But yeah, that was the biggest thing in JFred's ultimate year. Unfortunately, it's just system issues, really.
Yeah, that's awful. But I don't know. What can you do? It's rare that you're like, yeah, emulator advantage. Yeah, absolutely. I noticed the countdown between games, which is very smart, because emulators would have a massive advantage in that case. You'd gain like a minute or two over the whole run, just switching really quick. And then JFred has finished. GG, a 2-hour, 10-minute time for JFred. Maybe 2:12, because the timer didn't start quite right away. But a we'll say 2:10, just to keep things even on stream. Congratulations to JFred. Ultimate perseverance, even with all the cartridge issues. Much appreciate that. Aaron, thank you so much for putting this together. I had a great time commentating it and watching you all do your thing. And thank you for coming in here for post-game commentary. My pleasure. Thanks for coming in and helping with commentary, too. I didn't think we would have too much trouble finding someone, but I don't know if it's the time of day or, other people out of town. But it's much appreciated. I look forward to watching it back and listening.
Absolutely. And thank you again, and congratulations on second place.
Thank you. And thank you to everyone at RGLtv. Love Retrothon. Love participating every year. Look forward to my run of Splintered, a game that came out after the Retrothon sign-up had expired. Tomorrow at around 12:30, I believe, p.m.
All right, there you go. You get to see more Aaron action. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Alrighty, we're gonna have JFred pop in here if they'd like for another post-game commentary. Going through the list, according to the Retrothon clock, we had a 146 for smartalec, we had a 151 for Aaron, and we had a 210 for JFred. Great times all around, great times. Such a fun marathon to be a part of here during the marathon, which I always said is funny. And we got Vray here, who is in Wheel of Fortune. They unfortunately got caught up in Bump and Jump a while back. As you heard Aaron here say, that one is very scary. It is very easy to game over. 16-second PB in Bandai Golf as well. Awesome. Excellent. We still got a little bit of time here under the estimate. We'll see how far Vray can get along here and see how they're going to do for the rest of this. And coming up next after this, we got the Contra King himself, Angry Lanks, playing Contra and Super C. A big thank you to Lanks for that one. Always love seeing Lanks do his thing. And we got some Wheel of Fortune here in the meantime, though, so let's see if we can figure this out. And yeah, big congratulations to all the PBs and stuff that happened along the way. Touchdown Thurman Thomas here. Anna, you know the drill. There you go. Nice and solved. The nice touchdown there. I love marathons, like little mini marathons like this. It's quite a bit different than doing like a whole full game 20 or even 10 game list. I do tend to like the full games more because I tend to like to submit all my times afterwards. But when you're going for a lot of little games like this, it's a little different. I like it because it's a lot of short goals. We had the Atari 26 here on RGL a few years ago, which had 26 Atari games, all with like high score goals or maybe finishing if they had an ending. And that one was around an hour and a half or 2 hours as well. So the mini games, the mini system games here are all a lot of fun, I want to say. And it's such a fun time watching it, and I appreciate getting the ask here to commentate, because I couldn't be happier to commentate such a fun event here, especially on the Wednesday here on RGL. Almost said Wednesday, but Wednesday here at Retrothon. But that's a soccer game there for Vray. They get themselves a bike, and they're moving on to Anticipation. Just to go over the list of games we had in here one last time. The first game was Donkey Kong. The second game was Donkey Kong Jr. The third game was Donkey Kong 3. The fourth game was Donkey Kong Jr. Math. Number 5 was Pac-Man. Number 6 was Urban Champion. Number 7 was Rollerball. Number 8 was Bump and Jump. Number 9 is Gotcha, the sport. 10 is Championship Bowling. 11 is Ice Hockey. 12 is Tecmo World Cup. 13 is Base Wars. 14 is Harlem Globetrotters. 15 is Bandai Golf Challenge Pebble Beach. 16 is Sesame Street Countdown. 17 is Mickey's Safari and Letterland. 18 is Wheel of Fortune, Junior Edition. 19 is Anticipation. 20 is Gauntlet 2. 21 was Balloon Fight. And of course, the final was Ikari Warriors 3. Very fun and interesting and unique game list. OG hardware. That's great. JFred had that OG hardware issue for sure. And you know, that's what's gonna happen. That's how it's gonna be sometimes. But we got Anticipation here for Vray. That's the letter B. They're just waiting for I'm sorry. That is not the letter B, that's the letter E. They're just waiting for the right dice roll. I don't know my letters. Oh shit, nice. Smart Alec went with the full, almost full 22 cards here. That's impressive. Gotta love playing on the original cartridges. Always gives you that warm feeling. But there's a triangle for Vray here as they're going to continue anticipating the Anticipation. ROG carts are very fun, and this was such a wonderful race. Let's see how Vray's going to handle the Anticipation here now. All right. Oh well, GG. That's gonna happen sometimes. Still, you put up a great race there, JFred. Sorry your system kind of cut you out of being a bit closer there at the end. So many issues with it. but it was a great race regardless. You did a great job, and it was fun seeing y'all do your thing so much here. That is indeed a bat. Excellently done. Look at that beautiful drawn-in bat there for Frey. And again, let me go over the runners here. First place was smartalec with a 146. Aaron, second place with a 151. aaron2u2. And it's smartalec24. Let me do their full name. smartalec24 in first. aaron2u2 in second. JFred99 in third place. And we have Vriaeliss here with a hook on the screen in anticipation. You gotta wait for that die roll though. You want to get on the guessing game here for the anticipation. Go for it. It's honestly one of the more fun games just to play and goof around in, I feel. And they're on level 2. There's 3 levels on the very easy difficulty that they got to get through. And you have to fill up all 4 colors each time. This is cross. And they're gonna get the right die roll. Which makes it interesting. When you're playing against opponents or something, you can't really always wait for die rolls. So it can get really interesting. And there are happy people on the cover too. It's true. And if there are happy people on the cover, you know it's a good game. Now we got some food here. It's popsicle again. We've seen this one a couple times today. They're gonna wait for the 2, I think, here though. But I believe everybody had popsicle at one point in their run. Popsicle is very important. Popsicle was all over the place this time. If you were looking for a sickle, it had pop in it. I'm just saying. Excuse me. All right, here we go with the last roll there. We're going for the purple color. This is man-made. This is, what is this one again? Oh, it's bow tie, isn't it? It's a bow tie? Or is it bridge? I think that's bridge. Yeah, okay. That's bridge. I was like, wait a minute, it's not quite shaping up to be the bow tie one. But there's a bridge. It's actually one of the better drawings in the game, I'd have to say. Some of these drawings are interesting. Are we giving him answers? Maybe. Who knows? Spark over. Well, here is level 3 on anticipation. Excellent. We don't get the things at the bottom anymore, so you just got to go on where the design is coming from. And this is science, and this is going to be... God, what was this one? Actually, don't remember this one. It's a Taurus? Oh, wait. This is under science. Okay. Alright, game. Alright. Certainly is a science. I suppose. It doesn't look like Vray knew that one. That was a tough one. That was definitely one of the tougher ones you can get there. That was kind of mean. That was kind of mean. So here we go with silence. We got a square. Oh, is it? Oh, it's a clock. The clock. I'm pretty sure it's a clock. There we go. Nicely done there, Vray. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. All right, we are into the music portion of things. This is going to be a note, I believe. Yeah. A musical note. I think this is an eighth note. I remember that right. It's been a long time since I've read sheet music of any kind. But it is just note in this, thankfully. Well done, well done. So they got the yellow 2 now, and they need either a 1 or they can go for the gray. Or they can get it in 6. That would also do it. But here's the office again. We are office people. And here comes the circle. It's a beautiful circle. It's an absolute beautiful circle. It looks like it's either coin or penny. One of those two. 1 cent. Yep, it looks like it went with coin. Alright, there it is. Boom. So now they only need 1 more, and they finish this. You can find looking around your desk? Yeah, that sounds about right. Is this a shovel? It looks like a shovel. And there it is. We got some shovel action here. Excellent. That should be it for anticipation with Vray. That's going to put them in Gauntlet 2. We're going to see how far they can get here before the estimate breaks out. We'll see. But then we will have to move on, unfortunately. But let's see how far Vray can get here, see if they can top Gauntlet 2 real quick and into Balloon Fight, and then they'd almost be done with the marathon. Yeah, the title screen for Gauntlet 2 is really cool. Oh, that is true. You did change to thanks, RGL. Thank you, JFred99, for being a part of this marathon. And again, thank you to all the runners here. We appreciate you so much. Thank you for taking the time to not just speedrun these games, but come here and show them off for everybody and show off, you know, all the talent y'all got here. That goes for every runner here in Retrothon. You all are doing an absolutely fantastic job, and we appreciate every little bit of it. This Retrothon has been amazing, and it's going to continue to be amazing for a few more days. It is the best retro gaming marathon out there. Yeah, I said it. I said it. And I stand by it. Thank you again, JFred. That is a wonderful message, and thank you to all these runners here who did a fantastic job. Again, aaron2u2, smartalec24, JFred99, and Vriaeliss. Give them all a follow, and watch them do their thing on their own channel as well. And we got some wizard action here. Not quite as fast as the elf, but the wizard will have much better magic. So maybe that'll be a little bit easier to finish here overall. They're already on level 6, so it's not going to be too much further until they knock this one out. Pa-pow! You know what I'm saying? Pa-pow! And then they'll be on Balloon Fight. And then on to Akari Warriors, of course. So they got through most of the list here today. It's just bump and jump is really unfortunate. That is a really tough game to take a game over in. So that's going to be that's a brutal one. But Vray, stoic as ever, and in taking it out. One last thing to say is that par is wrapped backwards. Don't forget it. That is my last thing to say either. That was also a lie. Vriaeliss hits the exit. They're now on level 8. And oh, got a little bit of wall trouble going on in here. Doing a little bit of teleporting. The teleports in Gauntlet are always very interesting. They always feel very touchy. Yeah, and the W is silent on both of them. Exactly. Par is wrapped backwards. Wrap is par backwards. And they are going through here. We are just gunning through here right now. Do. Alrighty. Once again, thank you for joining for this wonderful 22-game race block we had here. A very unique and fun thing to do. I love the little short races that kind of emphasize small games that you really aren't really going to see or hear much about. We got some deflective shot here for Vray. Not taking nothing from no one. Give him hell long as he's breathing. And then they're going to go through there and smack that. Oh, a little bit of food there. Let's go. You got to keep the food to stay alive in Gauntlet. That's just something that's got to be done. They're trying to teleport into a specific direction, perhaps here. I'm not sure which, but maybe they're also just looking for a specific exit. They should be coming up here pretty shortly to a victory. Let's go, Vray. Let's go. Let's go, Vray. Let's go. Oh, there's the exit right there. Boom, bang, blam. Exit. Level 9. Almost there. 2 more levels, I should say. They have to beat this one and the next one. But after that, we're going to go ahead and move on to Angry Lanks and Contra post watching this. Thank you so much, Vray, for sticking out and doing a heck of a job. Marathons are a scary thing to do. There's always one game that can help you spiral down pretty quickly, unfortunately. But perseverance is key. Oof, just again, speaking of keys, they want to get around that corner without letting death out. So blam, blam, going on down. There we go. Pop them, looking for the exit here. We want that exit. Ding, 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 ding. Nice, nice. Grab that key. And make sure I let Vray know as well. Nice. Keep it going. Keep it going. Oh, trying to get that proper teleporter spot. That's the biggest thing, is you have to like enter them at a correct angle, but it's hard to get a correct angle on some of these teleporters. Weapon for weapon. Thank you for the raid weapon. We are at the Espid now. It's been a heck of a race here. To catch that. All right, can we get the comeback exit here? Hey, there it is. All right, level 10 here. Last level for Vray. There's an exit right there. Look at it, all exity and stuff. Gotta get over there, though. They have one potion here that they can use to clear a screen at some point. That's a good emote right there. That is Gauntlet 1, I believe. But there isn't too many visual differences, I don't think. I haven't played too much Gauntlet 2. Gauntlet 2 is quite a different beast than Gauntlet 1, and Gauntlet 1 was already a beast in itself. Gauntlet 2 with its infinite levels. Alright, flying on over there. Excellent, excellent. My place on the leaderboard is safe. Gave them less space for keys and potions. Maybe that'll be fun. Yeah, Gauntlet 2 seems very odd when it comes to how it was made. Yep. There we go. Ah, there we go. There's another key. Teleporters are just a nuisance in these games, I tell you what. And there is just one more place to go up there. Take out the enemies just in case. And boom, I could be in the final area here. There's an exit coming up, it's right there. And bam, there we go. We're gonna call that there for Vray. Excellently done, Vray. We're gonna go ahead and move on here to Contra now at this point. Thank you, runners. We appreciate that so much. Remember to follow smartalec24, aaron2u2, JFred99, and Vriaeliss. They did an excellent job here. But that is that's gonna be it. Thank you, runners, again, and we're gonna go ahead and get ourselves ready for some Contra action. So stay tuned, everybody.
Some knocks, some disappointment, some sadness.